tree stumps. They're more than just an eyesore in your yard. They're like unwanted guests that just won't leave, no matter how much you wish they would. You chop down the tree, but the stump remains, standing there as a constant reminder. Why bother removing it? Well, for starters, it's a tripping hazard. Imagine walking through your yard and suddenly stumbling over it. Nobody wants a twisted ankle or a nasty fall, especially when it can be easily avoided. Plus, stumps can attract pests like termites, which can then spread to other parts of your garden or even your home. They can also make mowing your lawn a real pain. Navigating around them is frustrating and time-consuming. And let's be honest, they're not very pretty to look at. They can ruin the aesthetic of an otherwise beautiful yard. So let's get rid of that stump. It's time to reclaim your yard and make it safe and beautiful again. There are a few different ways to remove a tree stump. Each method has its own set of tools and techniques. We'll talk about manual removal, chemical removal, and grinding. Each method has its pros and cons, depending on your situation. We'll even discuss when it's best to call in the professionals. Sometimes it's worth the investment to get the job done right. Remember, safety first. Always wear your safety gear and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Let's get to work and make your yard stump-free. Manual removal is the most labor-intensive method, but it's satisfying to do it yourself. There's a certain sense of accomplishment that comes with tackling a tough job and seeing it through to the end. You'll need some basic tools, a shovel, an axe or mattock, and a few other essentials. A root saw, gloves, and a pry bar are also necessary. These tools will help you tackle the roots and make the job easier. Start by digging around the stump, exposing the roots. This step is crucial as it allows you to see what you're working with. Then use the axe or mattock to chop through the roots. Be patient and methodical, as this can be the most time-consuming part. Once you've cut through most of the roots, use the pry bar to loosen the stump. This will give you the leverage needed to start moving it. You might need to dig some more and cut more roots as you go. It's a process of persistence and patience. This is where the root saw comes in handy. It's designed to cut through the tough, fibrous roots that other tools might struggle with. It's like a saw specifically designed for cutting through tough roots. With the right tools and a bit of effort, you'll have that stump out in no time. Chemical removal is a slower process, but it requires less physical effort. You'll need a stump remover product. Potassium nitrate is a common one, a drill, water, and something to cover the stump like mulch or a tarp. Drill holes into the stump, following the product instructions. Then mix the stump remover with water and pour it into the holes. Cover the stump to keep the chemicals contained and to speed up the decaying process. This method can take several weeks or even months for the stump to fully decompose. Always wear protective gear when handling chemicals and follow the product instructions carefully. Stump grinding is the fastest and most efficient method, especially for large stumps. This process involves using a specialized machine that can quickly reduce the stump to small, manageable wood chips. This method uses a powerful machine called a stump grinder, which grinds the stump down into small chips. The machine's rotating blade cuts through the wood, making the task much easier than manual removal. You can rent a stump grinder from many hardware stores or equipment rental services. However, it's often best to hire a professional for this task. Professionals have the experience and equipment to handle the job safely and efficiently. They know how to operate the machinery correctly and can avoid potential hazards. Plus, they'll haul away the wood chips for you, saving you the trouble of disposal. This can be a significant time saver, especially if you have multiple stumps to remove. After the stump is removed, you'll need to fill the hole with soil and level the ground. This step is crucial to ensure your yard remains even and safe. You can then plant grass, flowers, or other plants to restore the beauty of your landscape. Or even consider planting a new tree in the same spot. This can be a great way to replace the old tree and continue to enjoy the benefits of having trees in your yard. If you're not sure what to plant, ask your local nursery for recommendations. They can provide valuable advice on what plants will thrive in your specific soil and climate conditions, and there you have it. You've successfully removed that pesky tree stump and can now enjoy a clean, stump-free yard. Your outdoor space is ready for new possibilities. New,